Hi everyone, welcome back to Boss Up with me, Yana. Today's episode is gonna be another super fun one, so please get you your tea, a little snacky snack, and come on back. On today's episode, I am going to be discussing with you guys some common money mistakes that I found on money managers on Facebook. It just randomly popped up on my Facebook and I was like, I definitely want to do a video and discuss some of these, if not all. We'll see if time allows. There are 27 in total, so let's see how many we can get through. All right, let's get to it. So, number one, not having a budget. I think we discussed this one. I did not have a budget at all and I completely mismanaged my money. You don't really have to have like a super strict budget, but you just need some sort of structure. You just need to know how much is coming in and how much is going out. You don't have to be super meticulous and because I know that's not for everyone. Definitely not for me. It's very challenging sticking to it, checking things, checking receipts. It's a lot, but just need to know how much is coming in and how much is going out. Main thing to do, as I said previously, is to really assess how much do you need to just live comfortably. You don't have to be super extravagant, lavish. If you have financial goals, just find out how much do I need to live comfortably. Give yourself that as a salary. Stick to that for a little while. Save everything else you make, and that's usually like what I would say is ideal, right? Up until I find something else, and I'll let you know. So I definitely agree with this one. Second common money mistake is not having a savings account for emergencies. So let's say not having a savings account, period. Not saving, not investing. Yeah, make sure that you are saving, make sure that you are investing some of your money so your money can make you money while you sleep. It's all about passive income, baby. It's all about that. So I totally agree with this one. I'm just adding on to it, right? Okay, next one is going grocery shopping when you are hungry. I heard about this one. So where I worked, my former employer, we had free therapy sessions. Shout out to you, Muhiri of choice. I miss you dearly. So we had free therapy, and then we also had these talks where the therapist would come and give us talks. So there was one where they gave us a talk about your relationship with money and just the certain things that happen, like the mental aspect of it and such. And one of the points that were mentioned was that you should genuinely not go grocery shopping when you're hungry. You're gonna get a lot more than you need and stuff. So because of that, I will agree with this one, but I'll just add on to it and say just go with a list as well, so you only get what you went there for. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too good at this. I just go through each and every aisle and try to remember what I don't have in the house. I literally will go through each and every aisle, but I think it'll just be more efficient to just go with a list, get what you went to the shops for, and get out. Okay, then number 4, frequent visits to the shops. I don't agree too much with this one. I think it depends. Also depends on your spending habits, right? If you have strong will, I'd say you probably be able, like, I can go to the shops and not buy anything. I think I'm one of those people. I can literally go to the shops, I can try on things and then leave them. So I don't totally agree with this one. I would say sometimes going to the shops is motivating. Like for me, when I lack motivation and I'm just like, ugh, I hate this, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to be productive, I literally just take a trip to the mall. I look at all the nice things I want to buy that I cannot afford, and that to me is motivation to go and get my ass to work. So I don't know if I totally agree with this one. It can be beneficial for you to go window shopping, actually. That's what I do for motivation. Okay. Okay, so number 5, not maintaining an allowance for fun spending. Yeah, I think we spoke about this one when I did my budget. You have to have in your budget or in your non-budget, whatever you want to call it, money to blow. You have to allocate money to blow, money that you are not accountable for. You just eat nice times with it, do whatever, swipe whatever you want to swipe. This thing is very important. not differentiating needs from wants. Yeah, I think this is definitely a good one. Yeah, I think we all know our basic needs. So have your basic needs, and then have what do you want in life. Yeah, I agree with this one. I think it's self-explanatory as well. Never read in the fine print. Hey, refer to my previous video about how I thought I got scammed, but really it was mostly my fault because I did not read my policy. So I totally agree with this one. This will get you in trouble. Make sure you read the fine print, okay? Buying items based on price, not quality. Yeah, not necessarily. Okay, so where I am right now, I remember growing up out here, I would rather have one good suit than many cheap suits. I'm like, I'd rather have the other way around. I'd rather take like 1.5 and have like 3 or 4 suits that I'll, you know, change the baki with borokobole, switch up my wardrobe a little bit, as opposed to having just one good suit. That's just my opinion. I guess maybe this one is a bit relative and it's entirely up to you, but at the end of the day, I feel like you're kind of spending the same amount of money, so I would rather have more than one suit. That's just how I feel about it. When it comes to when it comes to maybe quality, I would say like your basic staples like can be a little bit on the pricey side, because those things you will keep for a very long time, and then whereas the trendy items, maybe you want to go for like cheaper options because it does go out of fashion very quickly. That's the only advice I would give, but I don't know, maybe I'm reading it wrong. Tell me, y'all, comment below. Using too many credit cards. Yeah, I totally agree with this one. If you had watched my previous video, I gave this advice. I'm just gonna say it again for people who did not see. With credit cards, I say have one, just one, and you must be able to clear it with one salary. That's just how I think. Where I am right now in life, that's how I'll manage it, and that's what I will always recommend for people. Make sure you can just swipe once and clear the whole thing. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I don't even remember where I was yet again. Where were we? Hey, okay, yeah, I was saying with credit cards, make sure that you can just clear it with one paycheck. That's what I say for now, just so it's manageable. And okay, there's ways that you can use a credit card and make it work for you. I think we'll have to get into that in a separate video. There are ways you can make it work for you, but I would say even if the bank says your limit is however much, you keep your limit at an amount that's manageable for you. My advice would be make sure that you can sacrifice just one salary to clear the whole thing and get yourself out of trouble, or if anything, at least do half this month and half next month, and that thing is cleared. Don't make it so you're making payments forever and ever and ever and ever, because interest on it is insane. Okay, so be careful with this one. But too many credit cards, I say just have one child, just one credit card. Buying a home too soon. I think I explained this one in my previous video as well. A home comes with a lot of expenses, a lot. So yeah, watch out for this one. But there's ways you can make it work for you as well. For example, if you get a rental property, that could, I think, be much better, because there will be someone helping you pay. Wink. Someone is helping you pay your mortgage back and stuff. Yeah, also they didn't specify if you're buying a home cash or with mortgage. Okay, let me let this one go. Comment below what you think. Getting a bigger house and a mortgage than you need. Yeah, okay, so this one, mortgages, car loans, whatever loan you're getting from the bank, whatever they say you can afford, reduce it. Don't ever get, if the bank is like, you can get mortgage for 1 million, yeah, stick to around 700,000, somewhere there. Do that, and I think you won't get yourself in too much trouble. Dependent on one source of income. yeah, I agree with this one. I think you definitely need multiple sources of income, even if it's just small monies, just something coming in, hella anything really. Just use your talents, get you a side hustle, something, anything, on the side, write people reports on the side, help people with their homework, become a tutor. Even these small things, actually, they really go a long way. So yeah, I totally agree with that one. Not saving for retirement. Okay, so I think for us, what's common here would be the pension that our employers help with. Another thing would be to invest. I think I spoke to you guys about someone who reached out to me. It's a company that reached out to me, and they were trying to basically help me in the next 25 years. When I retire, I will get a big fat check as well. And yeah, something like that can also work for you, something outside of what your company is doing for you. I definitely agree with that. Yes, you can, because I was just thinking, like, I'm in a bit of trouble today. My camera keeps cutting. Hey, anyway, I was saying in the previous video, where was I? What? Okay, basically, your employer can help you out with a pension, right? But God forbid you lose your job. What happens? You can actually carry on you can carry that pension on your own, right? But what I'm saying is, tell yourself whether that one is like one that your employer is helping you with. Even if you end up completing it yourself or finishing it yourself or whatever, contributing by yourself, that's fine. Do another one, a completely separate one. That one is just for you to do at a house. When you reach that age of retirement, you just want to make sure you're going to have a big fat check that you control, right? I agree, you know, pension, blah 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 blah. Yeah. The other one, it'll be your rules, your money, your rules, your own thing, whatever. Outside the whole 1 million, you just imagine how when I made 2 million in your bank account. So yeah, that's the advice that I would give there. So definitely agree with this one. Make sure you're saving for retirement. Taking a wedding loan is number 14. I'm thinking there's a way you can make this work. I get why they would say this, because I know a lot of people are saying marriages that start in debt, they strain the marriage. Hey, drama, a lot of the couple is stressed out, paying back all these loans that they got for their wedding. And I do agree, but there's a way you can make this work. For example, let's say, I'll use myself as an example. Okay, so as where I stand right now my wedding plans change all the time. Majority of the time I don't care to get married, to be honest. But should I get married, I would want something super small and intimate, and I think I can have a super amazing wedding with 200,000 pula in my head. I can do it. And I'm just thinking about it, like, if nobody contributes towards my wedding and it's just me and my husband, right? Both of us can save 50k easy, and then take another 50k as a loan, right? You can clear that loan within a year. So I don't know, I feel like there's certain ways you can make it work for you. Just be super careful. You don't want to start this whole new big experience and this new big life with debt. So I agree with it, but I always feel like with loans, there's a way you can make them work for you. It just depends. You can make it work. And then it says borrowing from family and friends. Yes, don't borrow money at all. I always say, if you want to be in debt, just be in debt for two things. That's your home and your car. That's it. That's all the debt you need. There's no need for you to be out here just borrowing money. But I will add on to that and say, don't lend nobody no money. Please don't loan anyone any money. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Especially family and especially friends. Just, you know what? Just don't do it, period. Don't do it. That's it. Okay, we are at number 16. It says getting a loan for unnecessary things. Yeah, I repeat, loan for home, loan for car. That's it. Everything else you can save for. But like I said, there's certain things that honestly you can make work. Like I would get a loan for renovations. I would get a loan for let me see, I'll get a loan to buy a plot. There's certain ways that you can make it work, honestly, but those are, I think, important things. Don't go get a loan to go buy an LV bag. Like, where are your priorities? No. Okay, then number 17, you're not paying attention to your debt to income ratio. I think we already discussed this one. Please, this is very, very important. Also, just in general, watch your debts. Every time you take out a loan or whatever, make sure you know how to get yourself out of it. God forbid you lose your job. How do you get yourself out of this? E.g., with a home loan, move out your house, rent it out. With your car, sell that car ASAP. Pay back the money, move on with your life. Go to whatever your reason is. Every time so make sure that you know how you have a way out. That's my advice regarding loans. Okay, and then not having life insurance. Okay, this one is very, very true. As I told you guys, I didn't have life insurance when I bought my home, and it was a whole bunch of stories, and the bank told me that they would have to get one for me. I thought I'd get one for myself, and then someone told me actually you could have just gotten it yourself. So my advice to you would be, whenever you're considering buying a home, make sure you get life insurance at least a year before you finalize your home purchase. That's my advice. And then number 19 is extravagant spending. I agree. I think this one is self-explanatory as well. Number 20 is spending more than you make. Yeah, people, try your best to live beneath your means. Not even here, under, so you don't get yourself in any trouble. Last year, one of the money mistakes that I made was exactly this. I was overspending, and I actually tapped into my credit card for some of my ridiculous spending. Huge mistake, huge mistake. Please don't do that. I did manage to clear it very quickly, but it just kind of sets you back by like a month. It took me two months to clear it off. It really just set me back, and I didn't like that. So don't do it. Replacing things that are not broken. How do you guys understand this one? Comment below, because I'm sitting here like, what if I want to revamp my house? You can replace things that are not broken, do you know what I mean? As long as you plan for them. So I'm not feeling this one very much, but I get it. Like, if you don't randomly just decide I want a new bed for no reason, but if you plan for it, you save for it, and you do it, I don't see the problem. Buying a new car while you do not afford it. Well, you do not afford it. I would have said, well, you cannot afford it. This is English. But anyway, what matters is I get. I agree with this. With cars, there's a way you can play around with the affordability though, guys. There's a way around these things, I'm telling you, and you can do it without getting yourself in trouble. I'll do like a separate video for this. But yeah, you might wanna, like I said, especially with loans, whatever the bank tells you you can afford, just go beneath it a little bit. That's a way you can not get yourself in any trouble. Not planning for a family is number 23. This one, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It could get extremely challenging. My advice here would be, even if you do have a partner and you guys are planning together or whatever, I'm not having a child until I can afford everything about that child and myself on my own, because you just never know. God forbid your husband loses that job. God forbid your husband passes away. You're on your own. What happens? So I'm not doing it until I can afford myself and the child by myself. Yeah, that's where I am at with it. Otherwise, I'm good. I don't need to have kids, y'all. It's okay. It's not that deep for me. And then it says not starting investing early. I think we've covered this one. Please invest as soon as you can. Living to impress other people. Hi, keeping up with the Joneses. Is that still a thing? There's no way that's a thing. Please mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. Do not be living for other people. Don't do that. Nonsense. Okay, then always trying to keep up with trends and fashions. I feel like I kind of touched on this one a little bit. Don't spend a lot of money on trendy things. Just more squad metal. Let's go legit. Let's the price for trendy items. Maybe for staple items, that's where you can really, you know, spend a bit of coin, because you know that will last you quite some time. And then number 27, the last one, is having multiple funeral covers. I totally agree with this one, and it's funny because the other day I was having a conversation with my sister and we were talking about this, and I was telling her, nah, I'm gonna funeral cover because I don't care, child. I'll be dead anyway. Let's try. Oh my gosh. Okay, just a little bit of dark humor. It's important to have a funeral cover, I would say. I just never went out and got my own one because I noticed at the time that my previous employer provided us with the funeral cover, right? And then the bank, when I got my mortgage, also did best. And then I found out that my car, same thing happened. I said, all these people are doing them for me, so there's no need for me to go out and get my own one, right? So I just let it go. So dear family, call my banks and tell my daddy funeral cover. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'll probably need to look into that just to make sure you always stay on top of your financial matters. My advice will always be, please check, at least annually check everything, you know. Check out the life cover, the funeral cover, check your investments, check your investment accounts, check your savings, check everything. Stay on top of your money matters. This was really fun. I hope I come across something like this. Let me know if you enjoy these types of videos and I'll make more of them. Remember, I got these from Money Managers on Facebook. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to hear your comment here. Wow, I can't wait to read your comments, so please make sure you comment below what you think. Do you have any other common money mistakes that you can think of? Comment below. Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Mwah.